the cheap Lambo today.
Damn, brother, how you been?
I've been good, man. Just here working. I almost didn't make it because there was 2 accidents on the 605. I would have had to do this interview from my driver's seat in traffic.
Oh shit, dude.
As soon as probably 2 minutes before I sent you the message on Facebook Messenger, that's when I showed up.
Oh shit!
In my
you just
seat right now.
You just
in my
got
shop.
Huh? You just got there. You just got to this. Oh wow.
Yeah, I just got to this seat right now. You know, just enough time to have some cake and a cup of coffee.
Perfect. That's a great combination, dude. Fucking cake and coffee. You can't go wrong with that.
I mean, you could. It just depends on the cake and the coffee.
Well,
let's be realistic. Let's be realistic.
it looks really good though, man. Shit, dude, how you been, man?
I've been good, man. Just, you know, doing the whole, like, you know, gaining weight during the pandemic, not giving a damn about the facial hair. Oh, wait, who the heck calling me in the middle of this thing? Crazy madness is that?
It's probably Jesse.
Nah, man. Nah, I ain't got no food.
Awesome, dude. Like, I see all the instruments in the back. Look at that. Wow.
Oh, dude, yeah, that's back here. Story of my life, including the small lathe. That's one of them. The other one is to my right.
Yeah.
And then there's a mill right there. And then I had to go pick up some tools today to machine a couple of these aftermarket heavyweight screws that I make. Yeah. And then I sell about a dozen of these things every day. So I'm constantly making these things.
Nice, dude. Nice.
Yeah.
So, dude, you're
excited that?
Dude, well, fuck, man. Hey, dude. Thank you for being a part of the show, dude. I wanted to reach out to you because you've been.
Because you missed me. I get it. I
missed you.
You can call me Poppy, dude. You can call me Poppy.
Poppy, I missed you, and I missed you on stage playing.
Te quiero, Papi. I missed you and your saxophone.
I miss you and your saxophone, Papito. Jesse's gonna be jealous. He's gonna be like, that motherfucker. Only I could call him Papi.
Dude, you know, I hadn't seen Jesse in. I mean, I probably hit him up every once in a while on the phone, like for a phone call, but I haven't seen him in person in like maybe 2-3 years.
Oh shit, really?
Yeah, because I've been busy doing this. Once pretty much the last 2 years or the last year, when my dad was really sick, is when I stopped gigging, and then I was just stuck in the shop all day.
Right.
And at that point, you know, like I was so it's been about 2 years.
Damn, dude. Okay.
Yeah.
That's a while. That's a long time, brother. Shit.
Yeah. Everybody's like, oh, you should go gig. And I'm like, oh man, I don't know. You know, it might get in the way of like some random show I need to watch.
Some random show I need to watch.
Like, yeah, man, I gotta watch SNL. They're like, but it's like it's Monday. I'm like, and
so dude, I met you as a musician. You were fucking a saxophone phenom on fucking stage.
Wait.
And Jesse, when he fucking introduced me, before he even introduced me to you, he was like, that guy, he knows how to blow. I'm like, what the fuck?
So we're gonna do this whole revisionist thing, right? Like where you met me at a gig instead of like where you really met me was on a stage while I was stripping and you were throwing dollars down my G-string. I mean, either way, I don't care.
Gave me the dollars, man.
I get introduced to your public somehow.
Hey, Jesse gave me the dollars, man. He's the one that brought me there. He's like, Jesse, come on. That's your boy.
No, you were, from what I remember, you were the nice one. You wanted to give me dollar bills, and Jesse was like, nah, man, you got to chuck quarters at this fool. You got to make them work for it.
Oh my God, dude. I knew this shit was gonna fucking start off like this. I'm like, this shit's gonna be funny.
It's like, oh, hold on. So, you thought this was gonna be intellectual?
I knew we were gonna be throwing shots at each other, man. I wish Jesse was here so we could throw shots at his ass.
Oh, I mean, you know, you should have just hit him up too. I don't see why you didn't.
Yeah, I know.
Could have made it a tag team effort. You know, I'm just saying, you know, maybe call him up, say, hey, bro, you know, can you get on right now? There's a slice of cake in it for you. Just be real about this.
Oh my God, dude.
So what's on the agenda for today, man?
So dude, I want to honestly, seriously, I want to hear your fucking story, dude. I know you've been playing saxophone forever, and I've known you fucking from just on the stage pre-COVID. How'd you get into fucking instruments and the love of music, as I can see in the background? You got fucking instruments all over the fucking place.
It's kind of a short story, man. It's just drug, booze, and loose women, man. Like, you know.
That's it. That's it. That's it.
But let me clarify something about the money. It's very little money.
Right.
I happened to get into this. I mean, it was always something I wanted to do. I started out as a clarinet player, primarily a clarinet player.
Nice.
And my private teacher was, you know, kind of pushing me towards saxophone because he's like, you know, bro, you're not gonna really make a living as a clarinet player. You know, there's not really that many venues or bands, or, you know, there's not that much. You're not gonna make that much money doing that. So you're gonna have to learn how to double on sax and also flute. And so that's kind of where I had to go. And that was probably when I was 21, 22.
Okay. Shit. All right. Nice. So
yeah.
Did you play, it was mostly just, you had a private teacher and you were just learning, and when did you start getting in and performing? Was it solo, as most people that play the clarinet in the beginning, or is it?
Well, I mean, I went through the, like, I guess you could say the normal channels of playing clarinet. I started at my elementary school about 5th grade.
Yeah.
And then, you know, continued to clarinet in middle school all the way up to the high school when I graduated, and my first 2 years of college. And then that's when, you know, I started incorporating saxophone and flute. I started out as a tenor sax player, but now I'm mainly play alto sax just because I can transpose at sight.
Got it. Nice. Okay. Awesome. So
I'm a superstar.
You've been doing this for a fucking last 20 years.
Whew, yeah, man. Back when I was young and pretty. Whew.
Yeah.
COVID's taking a toll on this face, bro.
COVID's taking a toll on this face. and I take it and yet.
Yeah.
No, I said so after you were going the normal channels, as you said it, you got into, how'd you get into salsa? Like, was that kind of on accident?
Hey, man, we all know we don't do salsa for the money. or the loose women.
One musician doesn't go for the money. It's always about the money,
yeah.
Right? Yeah.
Yeah, it's all about the high priced water.
Yeah. It's those the $1,000 gigs, right?
Yeah.
Each.
In like pesos. So I just I'd always liked salsa.
Yeah.
But it's hard to get into it as a sax player.
Why?
Because there's not really, I mean, there's not a lot of bands that use sax in the local salsa scene in Los Angeles and even in Orange County. Like, you think about how many bands were using a sax player. There was Johnny Polanco, and he's not around anymore because he's obviously dead.
Right.
You have Chino Espinosa every once in a while when he can afford it. Then there was Yachty whenever he could afford it.
Right.
And a couple other smaller local groups, but they were all led by saxophone players, and it's not like I'm going to get a gig from that. So it was, I had to wait until somebody either died or needed a sub. And I was lucky enough to where one of my buddies, the group he was playing in, wanted to add a sax player. And that's how I ended up getting into the scene.
Okay.
Yeah. So I ended up starting with this group, Santiago y su Grupo or something like that.
Yeah.
And that's how I ended up getting in, and eventually, you know, meeting your wonderful self. And you can see the excitement on my face when I say that.
I think I met you at Sevilla, one of these fucking places. I think it was Sevilla in San Diego, maybe. Could have been.
You know, the only way I started playing Sevilla was through Al.
Yeah, throughout. Yeah.
Yeah. I also would have never been able to do that.
Right.
And, you know, the one thing I don't miss about that original Sevilla in San Diego is the, you know, dude, the just humidity in that basement.
Oh my God. Yeah. It was like a wine cellar, dude. It was a hot box.
Yeah, man, that made, yeah,
Visually, it looked badass. Like going down in the cellar, it just looked sick. The brick.
no, it was the way you did the videos, man. That was it. Like,
no, it just looked badass. But I mean, it was hot as fuck.
oh, dude, yes, yeah, it was hot. It was tiny stage. I mean, I liked it because I got to go to San Diego and at least get paid for it and then come back.
Yeah.
But you know, I mean, it was cool. You just had to deal with the humidity.
Right. Yeah.
I just got to be cool. I mean, if you're gonna wear your glasses, I'm gonna wear mine too, so nobody can see my eyes.
Yeah, there you go, man. Now you look like a rock star. Now you look like you're a fucking saxophone player from Hollywood.
Dude, these are my gig glasses, bro. I have very specific gig glasses.
Nice,
yeah,
dude. So you were playing fucking salsa everywhere, and then you kind of stopped. Was it because you just didn't want to get paid that, you know, those high gig,
those high $75 gigs?
Yeah.
Well, mainly it's because of the job I have now, which is instrument repair.
Yeah.
This ended up, I ended up building a business where I could work 7 days a week and not have to worry about income.
Right.
As things have progressed through, you know, with live music and trying to compete with digital music.
Right. Good point.
Yeah, live music is just getting cut all over the place.
Yeah.
And I had been seeing the writing on the wall since the introduction of the iPod.
Oh shit! I didn't even think about that. Yeah.
Yeah, the minute digital, dude, and even with I was already concerned when things like Napster and Livewire were a thing and BearShare.
Right.
I was concerned then because I was like, all these songs are available for download for at the time for free.
Yeah.
And then later on with these services, either a subscription or they just got shut down. The writing was on the wall right there because at that point, DJs had access to damn near everything.
Right.
So instead of having, let's say, you know, a group that just played, you know, just do some, you know, like a Hector Lavoe library of stuff, now they could just get the audio, the digital audio, and then just play that, and then they just play the DJ less than what they pay a full band.
Right. That's so true. I didn't even think about that. Yeah, that's a good point. You actually, to see that back in the day rising, that's a good point.
Yeah. Sorry, man. Something.
Yeah, no worries.
Something. Where is my cable here? There we go. So yeah, it's just kind of there's just one of those things. Jesus Christ, what the hell is it doing? It's always something in my life with technology, man. Always something. There we go. So
have you seen like a rise, as you were mentioning about fucking iPods and shit? It almost seems like there's less bands playing as there were back in the days of the Sportsman's Lodge. It seems like there was more bands in those days, live bands anyway.
There was more bands. They're just as venues have closed, it starts funneling these bands down. Like it creates a funnel, and then at that point you're like, well, I'm booked already. Like all these bands would be booked for the month. Like for example, I'm using an example of Johnny Polanco because I played with him and I got to see his calendar consistently. Mm-hmm. He would be booked out for the month already, and so these clubs are already booked out months ahead of time.
Right.
So you know what happened? You remember JC Fandango, right?
Yep. The original spot.
Huh?
The original spot in Anaheim.
Yeah, the one where they were next to these like this the one where they're a supermarket now, I guess. The one off in Florida.
Right. Yeah.
So you have to think about like when that thing was popping like Thursday through Saturday. And so you can imagine, and so there's 3 bands already guaranteed that spot at least that 1 week.
Yeah.
So when that venue closes, all of a sudden, you spread it out over an entire month. You have 12 potential bands that need to find another place to play on those days.
Right.
So it's like, well, where do they go? And then you had like the closing of Mama Juana's.
Yeah, that was
that.
Yeah, and there was a band there almost every night there.
Yeah, they were only closed Sunday.
Yeah. Right.
And so, what do? You have Steven's Steakhouse, but then they have very specific nights.
That had a band. The other nights they had a DJ.
Yeah, exactly. So what do you do, right?
Right.
So all these bands, they're just funneling down. Where do they go? Where do they play? Now they're just, most of them are private parties. Some have band leaders that have passed away. They're just kind of, they are where they are. And that's the best I can say.
Yeah. It's salsa.
The same thing goes for jazz clubs as well. You had, 2 major jazz clubs or 3 major jazz clubs close in the last 10 years. Matter of fact, you had the Blue Whale just close during the pandemic. And so where do all those cats go play?
Oh, shit. Right.
Yeah. So
it closed permanently or just temporarily because of COVID?
They closed permanently.
Oh, shit. Ooh.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So that's one of the reasons why I saw like in the my early 30s that I had to transition out of performing locally full time.
Yeah.
And there really wasn't a chance to start going back to touring again like I did in my 20s.
Right.
So because 9/11 made things a nightmare for traveling musicians.
In what way?
Just it made musicians aren't exactly the best at being on time. So, or having people like I would say, let's say a promoter or somebody that works for a specific company booking flights in advance in a timely manner.
Right.
So, certain things become difficult.
Right.
And then you get, you're late to a flight, they're rushing you through, or you don't get on, or NSA has to look at your instrument. It becomes a problem.
Right, that's true. And you were touring in your 20s for what bands, what kind of music?
I was working for a Spanish record label, so I ended up working for a oh man, who did I work for? Oh man, I ended up. It was one of the few times I got to make money playing clarinet, and so I did banda for a little bit.
What?
And
oh shit!
Yeah, I'd never listened to banda before that, and so a buddy of mine.
Really?
Yeah.
Wait. So your first gig, you just read?
Dude, I got to see all.
You read the music. You're like, all right, let's play. I don't know what the fuck this is, but I'm gonna play banda.
Well, yeah, pretty much. I was just like, well, I need to know what style I'm playing in,
right,
and just go from there.
Right.
Luckily for me, I knew one of the cats who was, they called him first, and they called him first. He's not a primary clarinet player. He had a hard time with all the really high stuff. Then he called me. He said, "Hey man, I can play the second part. Can you do the lead?" And I was like, "Just throw the music in front of me and just write the check. I'll do it all day."
Right.
So, and I ended up doing that for 4 years.
Oh shit.
So, it was a cool gig. We had maybe 1-2 rehearsals a month. We were on the road maybe 2 weeks out of the month.
Okay.
They'd fly me out everywhere, or they'd have a tour bus.
Okay. Nice.
So it wasn't a bad gig at all, man.
Shit, that's pretty good. It's really good.
Yeah, it was. Oh, dude, that was by far the best I've ever been treated as a musician. Wow. Was in that scene, because they treat you like a rock star in that world.
Yeah.
The musicians they get treated like amazingly well, dude. I had my own, like in some cases, I had my own room.
What? That's dope.
Yeah, like, yeah, they're like, oh, what do you need? We'll get it for you, dude. It was all good.
God, that's
The only time salsa has treated me that well was when I went with Al to Nigeria.
Wait. Slow down. You went to Nigeria to play? What?
Oh, that's right, dude. Jesse didn't go. That's right.
I didn't know. Wait, you went to
They would have
Nigeria
worshipped
to
him.
play salsa? I didn't know that. What the fuck?
Yeah, I thought, damn.
I had no idea.
So
that
Al,
kind of answers.
yeah, so Al had the gig.
It kind of answers my next question. What was your best gig in salsa? I guess that answered it right there.
No, it was any gig that you were at. That was my best gig ever.
Like,
Like, nothing touched that. Just make sure the check. Just make sure you have the address, on that check correct. When
dude, tell me about that fucking Nigeria.
Sponsored by Windex.
Tell me about that fucking Nigeria gig, dude.
So Al got this random. Well, I think it's random, but they probably just put salsa caliente in a search engine,
right?
And it came up Al,
right?
And so originally I wasn't supposed to go, because Al was going to get horn players over there,
right? But
something happened. I don't know the specifics of what happened. All I know is Al called me up, said, "Hey, they can't find a sax player. Can you go?" And it was very last minute, dude. I think I had like maybe a week and a half before they took off. And I still had to get all my shots and stuff like that.
Right.
So yeah, I had to, so we get there. Well, I mean, I got the shots, got fluid off. I mean, dude, I was barely making, I think I was making $400 or $500 to go on this thing, because I was very last minute. And at the time, the gig was, we had to leave the 23rd because I think we had to get there by Christmas Day.
Oh shit.
And yeah. And they were like, "Oh, are you okay with the money?" And I'm like, "Bro, at this point, I'm going to another country. I'm going to play. It's going to be like a working vacation for me. I'm good."
Right.
Everybody else, I think, was making double what I was making.
Right.
So yeah. So we went there, got there. First night they had the horn players, dude. They were total junk. It was they couldn't read the music. But they could solo.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
Solo.
But they could solo, which was awesome. But that didn't help us. And so at the end of the gig, I believe I know Al gave them some money and said thanks, but we're not going to need you anymore. Yada yada. I had to rewrite that whole book in a matter of a day and a half for one horn player. So I'm doing all the parts on alto for me, and I'm doing it all by head.
Oh shit, dude.
Oh yeah. So, and then since it was my working vacation, I spent the first day and a half just sleeping.
Oh.
Yeah.
So it wasn't much of a vacation. You were sleeping the first couple of days. So.
Oh yeah, man. It was great. I was like, nobody's gonna bug me. I don't care. It was great. But the humidity getting off that plane, bro.
Yeah.
Like it was like hitting a brick wall. Like I had a hard time breathing the first 10 minutes I was there.
Oh man, I can't even imagine. And how was the event? Was there somewhat of a scene there? People dancing, having a good time, or just?
Oh, dude, yeah. There's a salsa scene there.
Oh shit.
It's I mean, you have to think, dude. Like salsa is Afro-Cuban.
Right.
I believe they're filling the Afro part.
Right.
And at some basis, this brown person over here may be fulfilling the Cuban part.
Yeah. No, that's.
Wait, no, Al's band's Puerto Rican, so I guess I'm Puerto Rican that day, right?
Yeah, you're Puerto Rican that day. Al's Puerto Rican, so he's baby Lavo. That's Al. Baby Lavo.
Like like baby.
Yeah. Baby level.
You know, I haven't seen Al in almost 2 years.
No way.
Yeah, like because the whole thing, because he ended up, you know, because of my dad, so he ended up getting another sax player, and then that kind of happened. So
and then right after fucking COVID.
Yeah,
pretty much.
So I had honestly thought about stop. I mean, this is probably the third time I've stopped performing.
Yeah.
So, and it's just mainly I get burned out.
Right.
And I mean, what do you do, right? You get burned out. You kind of don't want to do it. It's mainly because I end up I like being a sideman and just playing.
Yeah.
And get to enjoy all the cool stuff. I just, I go do my thing. I go home.
Right.
But then with me being my entrepreneurial side and being motivated,
right,
I always get involved in I want to make a group better. And then I'm like, okay, now I'm musical director. Like, dude, I should just shut up. And it always happens. Always happens, man.
Hence the business you started. Tell me about that, dude. I didn't even know that this was your business. When did you start it, and why did you start it? To kind of transition from a musician to have more of a stable income, is what you said?
Yeah, well, I originally started as a strip club, and then I was like, dude, musicians want to have their horns repaired too while they watch the girls dancing.
Because you removed the two poles in the back. I don't see girls anymore. Okay.
No, it's on the other side, man. That's on the this is the money making side. That's just the casual, relaxed side.
Okay, right.
I happened to get into this because so I ended up I'm trying to figure this out without bad mouthing anybody. So this is like
without bad.
Yeah, I don't want to sound like
this was your concept, right? This was your idea, the whole entrepreneur.
Yeah, because I was working for somebody else doing this.
Oh, right.
And
actually,
then
you know what? I do remember that. I think one of the conversations we had many years ago, you were working for somebody, weren't you? I think.
Yeah. So I was working for somebody.
Yeah.
And I've always been in that mindset that whatever job you do, you need to own your own tools. You don't always depend on your employer because they may not have what you need or may not have the current tool that does the job better and faster.
Right.
So, I've always owned my own tools. And then unfortunately, when was it? I think it was during the recession, what they would call, the Great Recession.
Right.
And at that point, everybody's income was being affected. And when it comes to anything music related, that's the first thing people stop spending money on, like with lessons, repair.
Right.
I mean, even during this time of COVID, dude, I still have horns here from people who can't pay.
Shit.
So, I mean, and there's musicians who just couldn't get their horns fixed. And so when the stimulus checks came, they just started pumping. They were like, oh, dude, I need my horn fixed. And I was like, okay. And all of a sudden I'd get all these horns and then, I'd have to crank them all out.
Right.
And that's kind of, it's very interesting. Let's put it that way.
Wow. So you started just working for somebody and then you just decided to kind of pave your own path.
Yeah. I basically started this with $1,000 and a bunch of phone calls.
Damn, that's hustling, bro. What the fuck?
Yeah. There was a bunch of phone calls. And then it was a bunch of people I knew that were not going to the person that I worked for, because I'm not that guy who's going to work for, take somebody else's clients. I want them to discover me on their own.
Got it.
So I had a bunch of people that I played with that, were not going. There was a couple of people I did play with that already went to the person I did work for.
Right.
But I had not told them that I left. So I've learned Yeah, I just wanted to keep my nose clean, man, because I have a great relationship with my former employer.
Okay.
And so, we do, I'll get a call every once in a while. I need to have this made. And, I don't want to lose that relationship.
That's dope. That's dope.
So, nice.
So what do you do?
Yeah.
So you repair, but you in the beginning you said you were going to create some sort of what? You said
Like,
something you were creating.
Like heavy-weighted. You talking about like heavy-weighted screws?
Yeah.
All right, hold
So
on.
aside from fixing, you also create things.
Yeah. See, like fixing saxophones, fixing clarinet.
Right. Right.
Hold on. Let me show you what I make.
Okay. I love
You're
the
gonna look at it.
background,
You're gonna be
dude.
like, "That's all."
What's that machine in the back? That actually looks like a small little mini lathe.
Oh no, man! That's why I make my meth. You're not supposed to see that.
That's how you make your meth? Oh shit, this is going all over YouTube, man.
Like, crap. Like, somebody arrest him. So I make, hold on. Okay, so, all right. So I make these screws, not on this lathe, but on the lathe to the right of me, because that's all set up for these things. So it comes in this nice little packet, conveniently a dime bag. We don't ask where I got those things. We don't ask.
Is that?
Well, I mean, you could, but we all know where they come from. So let's not be.
That looks like a frozen bath salt, a golden bath salt right there.
Yeah. Come on, focus.
Nice. Okay.
So yeah. So
you made that with the lathe.
Yeah. And so what it does, this is not going to fit in this because it's not the same thread, right. But it goes in here. I'll kind of get it stuck. So this way, and it goes in there.
Got it.
And in some cases, not all cases, it helps with resonance and projection. It'll improve the intonation in your altissimo.
Right. Nice.
So,
nice.
Yeah, so I make these consistently. I make some other stuff on the lathe and mill.
Cool.
Every once in a while I'll do some furniture work because somebody needs, like little knobs for drawers or handles, or they need new rails made. Yeah.
Dope. Nice. So you have a couple of lathe machines back there. That's cool.
I only have two. I want to get one more. I want to get a larger. I definitely want to get like an 11 by 33, which is what they would call a rifling lathe. Yeah. I won't be doing any rifling or gun work.
My brother has a few lathe machines.
Yeah, they do. I would love to get to see, dude. If I had like 20 grand, like just like randomly lying around, like, oh hey, I got 20. Yeah. I'd go have a Tormach CNC machine right now, and I'd just be like pushing buttons.
Yeah.
I'd be like, yeah, there you go. How much is that? It'd be $500.
Yeah. Dude, those come in handy, man. They're heavy as fuck. I'm not sure what.
Yeah.
They're heavy as fuck. There's that one metal piece. I forgot what type of model my brother has, but there's that big metal piece in them. Oh my god, so fucking heavy. But
all this stuff is just solid steel, man. It's just steel. Heavy.
It's crazy. Yeah, he uses it to cut records and to do dub plates and records and whatnot. But that metal piece in the middle of that lathe is just solid steel, fucking heavy.
Yeah, and then you can imagine, like, you have your different types of steels, and then so not only is there a measure of like different densities, there's like weight wise, but there are also different hardnesses.
Right.
So the cost of machining these things can be just astronomical.
Fucking A, dude. Yeah. How did fucking COVID affect your fucking business, dude? Did you? I mean, because you were running your own business during the last year.
It cost me
hard.
Yeah, it was, dude. Like, the cool thing was I had all these back projects. So I have people who want their horns restored. Okay. And so those restorations usually take months because I'm going through every little thing and restoring it mechanically.
Yeah.
It's kind of like, somebody brings in let's say a vintage car, and they want the engine rebuilt, but they want it not only like to spec, but beyond it.
Mm-hmm.
So that's what I'm doing. I'm putting everything to spec. And so some of these things will take me months.
Oh shit.
And especially with my normal workload. But when all of my normal workload went away, dude, I had time to concentrate on these restorations every single day.
Wow.
Yeah, so I had the ability to just like just pump them out and go, okay, bye. This one's real. Okay, sweet.
So you had work. So you were not
I had work to a point, yeah.
to a point. Okay. Okay.
And
So,
then, but then, also with doing these things long, it would be a week or 2 weeks, and then I'd only be getting paid for that project instead of have consistent income. My income would change week to week,
oh shit.
or like you're like, oh, I have a paycheck coming on Friday.
Yeah.
All right, cool. But my next paycheck isn't coming till 3 weeks from now because I won't be done with that project until 3 weeks from now.
Right. Holy shit, dude. Yeah.
Yeah, and in some cases, I had to wait for projects to be completed because I was waiting on my supply chain from my distributors and manufacturers.
To get the parts that you need.
Yeah, and they were running on skeleton crews, and so like one company, I was getting a saxophone bell, gold plated, and dude, it was I had to wait 6 months for it.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh.
Because it was only that one piece, and they already had work orders from other larger companies that were doing hundreds of pieces.
So they're gonna go with that order instead, right?
Yeah, and they were very frank about that too. And I was like, something, as long as my bell gets done, I don't care. I just want it done in the middle of COVID. I don't care.
Yeah. Holy shit, dude.
Yeah, welcome to my world. And then, yeah, it really affected my income.
Yeah.
And I had to figure out how to generate income. I had not made these screws in probably 3 or 4 years because I was making them before, but I wasn't making them on a large, I wasn't pumping out a volume. And so I ended up making these screws again. And now they're on eBay, Reverb, my website, Facebook. Friends of people I sold them to will call me, hey man, I want the screws. And I was like, all right, come get one.
So you had to hustle even harder to get the screws out there in different social media platforms to get that shit out there.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, because because I'm in Rosemead in the San Gabriel Valley, so there's not a huge musician community. And imagine I'm trying to do this in the middle of COVID, so it's not like I'm going to gigs and be like, yeah, man, here you go, bro.
Right. I got your screws, bro. I got your screws.
Yeah, I mean, it's not Herbalife. I'm not like, it's not a pyramid scheme.
Right. It's not Herbalife. I got these supplements for you, man. Come on now.
Or whatever Jesse used to be into.
Jesse sells something else now though. So
he moved on to the next hustle.
Yeah, he's selling musical instrument and consulting.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
So if you need help, give him a call.
Oh man. He ain't gonna like. I know
he's gonna laugh when he sees
gonna like that.
He's gonna be like, these motherfuckers. That's exactly what he's gonna say.
Hold on. Do you know who gets do you know who watches these things?
Jesse is gonna watch it. Most definitely.
My only viewer and my only subscriber.
Yeah, just Jesse. He's gonna watch it every day. He's like, these motherfuckers. My name was dropped 100 times more than it should.
Somebody's got to mention him every once in a while. Poor guy, man.
Dude,
I do miss him. I haven't seen him in forever, man, and I do miss him because we used to hang out a lot.
Yeah.
But every time, well, he's since he's gonna watch this anyways. Every time, I would say, "Hey, dude, let's get together. Let's go grab a bite to eat."
Uh-huh.
All of a sudden, that day would come, and he'd be like, "Oh man, I can't make it today." And I would be like, "Ah."
How many times did he pull that one on you?
Woo, man, I don't know. There's a lot of times. And it was conveniently around when certain restaurants had specials that were conveniently next to him. He'd be like, "Oh man, I can't go because the $5.99 cheeseburger from Jack in the Box. I don't want to miss that today."
Yeah, here's your opportunity to say something to him.
Oh, I'm doing it right now, man. I'm throwing shade at him right now. I was like, come on. Oh, dude, I don't have to do it directly. I'm just saying, stop flaking.
Come on, Jesse. Take out your boy to eat, man. Come on.
stop being like pie crust and stop being so flaky, you know?
Put down those Herbalife forms and call a brother up. You know what I mean? Dude,
Yeah,
so
you know, we
what?
Al used to do Al used to do some Herbalife gigs. So now I'm gonna like now I'm gonna be like, oh man, I think you lost the Herbalife gigs now.
Dude, so that's dope, dude. I mean, fucking, the great thing is that you were able to fucking survive, because I have so many friends that have either lost their businesses, lost their jobs. So many, man. It's crazy.
You have to be able to reinvent on the fly. If you're a one-trick pony, dude, this whole COVID thing proved that if you're a one-trick pony that can't adapt, you're gonna die.
Is that your advice? Is that your advice to business owners out there that want to fucking start their own business in any industry?
Yeah, pretty much. Like if it's the one thing you do, and if something happens and you can't transform it into something else right away, like you're gonna die on the vine. Like I know these screws, they're only gonna last so long. Like I have to figure out what my next trick is gonna be.
Right.
So, you know, it's I have to move on. Like that's going to be good for a set amount of money. I don't know what that money amount would be. I mean, I'll notice it when sales start dropping off, but I better have the next thing ready to go and the next thing ready to go after that.
So you're always innovating. You're always trying to think of the next thing.
Yeah, dude. There's always like I had to go get more tools for stuff I need to create. That's what I went for today.
Yeah.
So, I mean, and then tomorrow I have to go pick up some more tools from All Industrial, and they're in Huntington Beach.
Right.
I wouldn't mind getting them shipped here, but because of COVID and I'd rather just take the drive.
Yeah. Right.
So, I mean, like
COVID's crazy, man. Do you know anyone that got affected by it, or you personally, friends?
Oh man, dude, most of my clients have gotten affected by it because they all started working for Amazon.
What?
Yeah.
Sure.
COVID went through Amazon like crazy, man. So, they would call me up. Yeah, man, I got COVID. All right, dude, see you in like 2-3 weeks. Because they were like, oh, I got to come pick my horn up. I was like, no, you don't. You ain't got to pick up nothing. Like at this point, it's my horn.
It's my horn for
also,
2 weeks.
Yeah. And so I was like, and I need a negative test.
Bro, I know so many people around me that got it. It's crazy. And I haven't got it. It's just, it's all luck at this point.
Yeah, for real. It's like I've had 3 people that I knew died.
Yeah.
Yeah, one of them had pre-existing conditions though, but he kind of brought it upon himself.
Yeah.
He was just like, nah, it's not going to touch me. And we're like, yeah, you're going to get it for sure, dude. With the way you are, you're going to get it.
Yeah.
Yeah. And he got it. And dude, within, I think a week and a half, he was gone.
Yeah. I knew.
I mean, it sucked. I mean, I don't wish that, but he was kind of like, he was asking for it, and that was kind of shitty, but he was asking for it.
Yeah, I know a few, man. I know I got uncles that passed. I had like over 6-7 people, man. It's crazy. And
I took it.
It's so funny because I know also some people that just got it and it went away in like 2-3 days. It's like, holy shit.
Yeah.
It's crazy. Just affects everybody differently.
Yeah, it's all based on, how awesome your immune system is compared to what it's doing to your body. Because I work with people's spit, I had to take this thing seriously. Like, yeah, I mean, dude, I honestly, I
just found it so fucking weird because I work with people's spit.
Yeah, man, I am a musical whore. I get it, but because I work with people's spit, I had to take this thing seriously right out the gate.
Right.
It was just like, oh shit, like you're bringing me something that contains some bodily fluid that isn't
right. Holy shit, that's a good point.
Yeah, and that's how and that's how it's transmitted through aerosol from spit and mucus and
right.
And So the minute that happened, I had to close down for a week to figure out how the heck I'm going to get past all this. So everything that I handled was with gloves at the beginning, because I had to conserve all this the sterilizing solutions, because dude, couldn't get it anywhere.
Right.
Yeah. Luckily for me and my mother, we had all this stuff because of my dad being sick. My dad's diabetes and congenital heart failure, and his kidneys failing. We had all this stuff already.
Yeah.
But it's not like I'm going to be like, yeah, I need it all. Like, I had to conserve it.
Yeah. Then your father passed before COVID, or?
Yeah. And me and my mom had kind of talked about that. We're kind of glad that he passed before this happened, because this would be a nightmare.
Yeah, that's I was gonna bring that up, because it's like, my condolences, and to have him go through it now, it's just fuck.
Yeah, for real. I mean, if you're gonna do condolences, make sure I get the flowers. Just saying.
I'm easily found on the internet. I'm gonna call Jesse, have him send him over. You need to take him flowers and take him to lunch, because you've been ducking for the last 2 years.
I'm just saying, if that comes through, I mean, I'll stop talking shit about you.
No, you're not. You're always gonna talk shit. Yeah, me and Jess. And
why not?
And Freeze.
I'm just saying, oh damn. Wow.
That's a from the past.
I don't know, man. I don't know. I don't think we're gonna go that far. Take it one at a time. Let's slow it down. Dude. I mean, dude, I have UV lighting in here, like up here.
Yeah.
And then I have UV lighting that I can place under my cabinets on my bench where I work. This way, everything's sterilized. I'm not taking any chances, even with what's going on now.
Yeah. Smart.
So, yeah, everybody comes in with a mask, no exceptions. I don't give a damn who you are.
Yeah.
I provide if you look right at the tip, there's there's a bottle of hand sanitizer right there.
That's it.
Wipes, another one.
Yeah.
Over you can't see it, it's off camera. Over here is another bottle of spray, like surface cleaner.
Yeah.
Dude, it's all over the place. I have not gotten a cold in like a year and a half.
Same here. It's fucking weird. Same here. Nothing. I got nothing.
Yeah.
Yeah. And I've been fucking COVID battle ready. I've been taking fucking vitamins, everything that you could think of, zinc, exercising, trying to stay fit, trying to eat healthy. I'm ready. If that comes at me, I'm ready. So
I don't know, man. I don't know. I'm looking at you now and I'm like, oh, I'm surprised it hasn't taken you. Maybe it hasn't tried.
Or maybe I'm immune.
That's true. I can't discredit that, because there was man, I wish I could remember this specifically, because I did watch a documentary on it, and there is a gene, I want to say, called Delta 13. This is geared towards like HIV/AIDS.
Mm-hmm.
They found out,
There's an immune gene for HIV.
Yeah, and I think it's called Delta 13.
Oh shit! Okay.
Yeah, and he could literally have it and not get infected by it.
So there's a high possibility that there's someone out there in the world that could be immune to this.
Oh yeah, dude. Yeah, there. Like at some point, there always has to be somebody who's gonna be immune to this.
Yeah.
And it's just by pure luck, just pure genetic luck.
And they won't even know.
Exactly.
Fucking A, man.
Look at Spider-Man, bro.
Look at Spider-Man. Oh my God, brother, dude. Well, fuck, dude. Brother, how do people fucking reach out to you, dude? They want to fucking get some instruments fixed with their mask on and gloves on. You're in San Gabriel, Rosemead.
It's like anything else, man. Get on your knees, start praying. I answer calls about that quickly as well.
Get on your knees, start praying, and Google.
Yeah, man. Me and Jesus and God, we answer prayers about we have about the same response time.
If your instrument goes down, just start praying to Jesus, and suddenly Scott's gonna show up in the window.
Yeah, I'm just saying, I might even, dude, I'm brown. I'm gonna show up in either a corn tortilla or a flour tortilla. Maybe a torta. Just saying. Let's just be real.
Oh my god, dude. Oh my god, brother.
Oh wait, hold on. For all the conspiracy theorists, got to throw the M out there for Mary Magdalene. So there you go.
Oh, there you go.
Yeah, I ended up watching a Templar documentary and that popped up and my bad.
Oh, good, brother. Dude,
Like,
well,
all of a sudden, all your Q membership is gonna be like, yeah, man, yeah.
oh my god, dude. No,
Yeah,
but
I swear,
dude,
he's gonna
where
be
can people
president.
find you if they need instruments fixed, bro?
I'm in
Where
San
can they
Gabriel
find
Valley. I'm in Rosemead. My business is Eolus Music Instrument Repair. You can find me in Google on Google Maps. That's kind of where I'm at. So phone number 626-319-2245.
Wear your mask and your chonies and
Whoa,
sanitizer.
I am very upset about that. No, man.
I'm
No.
just saying,
We're only covering,
they got to walk in safe into your place of business. That's all I'm
man.
saying.
We're only covering one thing at a time, bro.
That's all I'm
One thing at a
saying.
time.
That's all I'm saying.
Always, yeah. Masks are mandatory here, man.
Yeah. Cool, brother. Well, hey, brother, it was great talking to you, brother. I'm gonna call Jesse after this, man, and I'm gonna say, hey, we got to go have lunch with Scott, man. Stop ducking him. I'll go with you.
Just saying, like, yeah, we all know he's gonna be like, yeah, we need to go to lunch, and then it's gonna be that day, and we're gonna get a text saying, can't make it, gotta scratch my balls.
I'm gonna let him know, brother. All right, brother. Good having you on the show, man. Dude, I love it, dude. I love your business, dude. I love you starting from fucking scratch and fucking adapting, adjusting because you saw the music industry changing and you said, fuck, man, I gotta fucking start my own biz. And although you were working with somebody, you fucking decided to do it on your own and make it better. And I know you struggled in the last year, but dude, I got mad respect for your hustle, brother. To pick up fucking the phone call, to pick up the phone call and just start making calls. That's mad hustle, dude. So I got mad respect for that.
Yeah, I hate that cold calling shit. Well, thanks, but I hate that cold calling shit. But like, I had no choice.
Yeah.
It's either that or I go back to working for somebody else, and
like you said, adapt or die.
Yeah, it's adapt or die, or I go work for Sam Ash, and I definitely don't want to do that.
There you go.
Yeah, working. Dude, they hit me up with an offer one time for $21,000 a year.
Fuck that.
And they were like, yeah, man, everybody's taking that. And I'm like, so do you guys make it up with gift cards to 7-Eleven or something? Like,
do you make it up with $90,000 worth of fucking stock options?
Yeah. When I hit them with, I hit them with a really good number that I was already making at the time, and they were like, dude, that's more than the store manager makes. I'm like, well, the store manager needs to reconsider what he's making.
Oh shit, brother. Yeah, brother. Well, it was great talking to you, brother. And I'll be in touch. I'm gonna fucking hit up Jesse, dude. And
cool. Let me know if you want to do this again. I'm pretty down. I mean, my schedule's relatively open.
Yeah, this shit was fun, dude. I'm gonna get fucking Jesse involved. Maybe we could do a fucking 3-way talk shit. Fucking shit.
I'm down for 3-way.
Yeah. All right, brother. All right, brother. I'll talk to you later, man.
All right, man.
Love, respect, dude.
You have a good one, brother. Thanks for having me on.
Yeah.
All right.
Sure.